Zimbabwe's military is in full control of the country. Robert Mugabe, president for nearly 40 years, remains under house arrest. Let's bring you more on that story now. Laura Westbrook has the latest.
What would have been unthinkable only a few weeks ago has happened. President Mugabe has lost control of the country he has ruled for 37 years. The military denies staging a coup, but Mr. Mugabe is no longer calling the shots. Zimbabwe's governing party, the ZANU-PF, meanwhile, are emphatic.
President Mugabe is still in power. He's the man in charge of Zimbabwe officially right now. A lot has happened, right? But what has not happened is a coup.
The language is important, and key regional bloc, the African Union, has given its full support to the country's legal institutions.
The
military has assured us that this is not a coup d'etat. The African Union is against any unconstitutional change of government.
The president still has his supporters, especially in rural areas, but in the capital Harare, news of his house arrest has been welcomed.
I want to thank the general for removing this tyrant. He was ruling the country as if it belonged to his family.
This boils down to an internal power struggle within the governing ZANU-PF. On one side, this man, Emerson Mnangagwa, who was fired last week from his position as vice president. On the other, Mugabe's wife, Grace, known as Gucci Grace for her extravagant spending, and one of the most powerful politicians in the country. It's believed her being groomed to succeed Mr. Mugabe is what sparked this takeover. Reports say the military have begun to arrest those close to her.
There has to be a transition away from Robert Mugabe, but more than that, any transition has to be through a process that creates a government that's credible.
Zimbabweans are waking up to a country that has changed dramatically. But whether it's the change they have been hoping for is far from clear. Laura Westbrook, BBC News.